What is up, YouTube world? Hey, fresh delivery. The delivery guy literally just left the building, so you're getting it live. I believe these are some econ notes from PCGS. Still waiting on some grades from PMG. Lots of new subscribers to the channel. Welcome. We'll try to do this as best as possible so everybody can get some. There's paperwork right here. Get these boxes out. So they come in a big box, and then what's going on inside is there is more boxes to be opened. So you're getting them fresh, directly from shipping. Directly from the shipping man. So, got two boxes here. In the back here, we got a couple notes. 1886 2. It's a great note. 64Q. Just a stunner. A lot of those notes. A lot of those 1886 2s don't come in uncirculated. They're a lot of them are not EPQ either. And then we have, this is like the most 67 looking 66 I've ever handled. 1899 2. Just a beautiful note. Registration spot on. Really nice looking note for the grade. So got those sitting back here. Like I said, two boxes here. We're going to get these popped open. You'll be able to... Let me see if I can orient this a little bit. Hey, something I want to touch on. I do these videos out of purely the goodness of my heart and my love for the industry. I love helping people out and educating them about stuff. It seems like numismatics as a whole is very it's a very niche industry, so you don't see a lot of people making videos about numismatics in general, and you also don't have a lot of the people that are in the industry making doing educational videos or doing some sort of teaching that would correspond with the items that they're selling or procuring. And that's okay. Not everybody likes to talk about what they do. For some people, this is just a job. To me, it's how, this is how I afford my livelihood, pay my bills and feed my kids. And one thing I love when people leave me comments on the on Facebook and on social media or message me directly. I love to answer questions. One thing I don't tolerate, though, is I don't tolerate people who make negative and rude comments. I had to actually ban some people from YouTube videos because they said some very derogative things, told me that I had no clue what I was talking about, said that I wasn't an expert in the industry. Listen, if you want to troll somebody, but I don't have time for it. So, and I'm also, I don't have to stick up for my knowledge because my knowledge is solid. So, if you're going to be one of those people who are going to watch my videos and not take something away from it, but pick apart what I say and then make derogative comments, I don't have time for it. So, peace. Alright, what we have here, this looks like just a bulk modern sub. Nothing fancy. Looks like we made some Disney dollars in 65. This is the bow tie Mickey. And on the back you'll see Mickey driving his car. So this is the Mickey and car is the theme, but it's the bow tie. Mickey and bow tie. So it looks like a couple of those. 66, Was lucky enough to make a 7, which are excruciating. They're very hard to make. I actually have made one in 70, and I think it sold at auction for a little over 3,000. But there's a nice little run of these here. 65, you know, 5s, 6s, and 7s is really what you want to see when you're doing Disney dollars. They're so collectible. We get messages weekly. Do you have any new Disney dollars in? There's a $5 red seal legal tender. Retail on these is right around $70. They sell probably one a month. Here's just a 64Q, same note. You know, retails like $55. So these are just great entry level collector notes. Great for kids. Fun for the whole family, really. They make great gifts. So don't be discouraged by. See, here's a bow tie Mickey in AA block. Don't be discouraged. Some of these sets are pretty affordable to put together, especially if you're going to do like the red seal legal tender 5s. If you're going to do those in grades like 3, 4, 5, very affordable. You can put a set together. The earlier stars are pretty hard, but the later stars are pretty available. You should be able to complete a set, you know, if you want to do it with the kids or whatever. Here's a 164Q, but it's a radar serial. So it's pretty fun serial there. Kind of super radar-ish. Just 2 numerals, so. And this here, a lot of people will message on eBay and other avenues, and they'll think this is ink pen, or they'll say, hey, that's got like a teller stamp on it. That's actually the fiber from the paper. It's just straightened out. You can see another one over here on the edge. So, and you can see some down here in the corner as well. So sometimes those what you think are ink marks are actually fiber in the paper. Here's a colorized New York 67Q. That's pretty cool. And then, so there's nothing fancy about the serial. It's just I graded a nice looking note. It had nice margins. So here's a radar serial 5. Again, 2 digits, so it's kind of that super radar theme. 64Q. Here's another 5 that graded 67. Just real nice face margins, so pretty awesome. New York in 67. Very affordable notes. The colorized series can be tough to put together, so wowzer. Here's an 8. The colorized is pretty popular series. I don't know if you can assemble a complete set of districts in uncirculated. Here's the big dog, 69. It's a killer note. It's a killer grade. I'm stoked I made a 69. So the registration's right on par with the grade. There you can see the watermarked 5s. Just a super nice clean note. Big fat face margins. That's exactly what you want to see when you're making high grades. Another 67. Must have bought a little run of these that just had a good look. Another run of, there's the watermark 5, but another 7. These are the exact kind of notes that get people into collecting. So another 68. You can buy a high grade note, super affordable, you know, 30 to 50 bucks. It'll help teach you how to grade paper money as well. So there's, you know, it has that going for it. Here's a little bit of an error note. This is a definitely not centered. So that's kind of cool. And the reason I say that is, like here on this star note, look at where the seal is at, and look at where the seal is at here. Look where the serial's at. Look where the serial's here. This should say minor overprint misalignment or something like that, but they just didn't do it. with that being said, here's a courtesy autograph star note, graded 67. I actually bought this note off of Whatnot. I was in a room. A seller was like, "Hey, I have a little bit of paper money here." Somebody bid, I bid, and I think I paid like maybe $35 for this. Mary Ellen Withrow is still alive. She's still with us. I don't believe she's signing notes no longer. But it used to be if you'd get a fresh pack of notes, you could send it to her, and for like $1 or $2 a note, she would sign the whole pack. So she's very prominent in courtesy autographs. Another radar serial in 65. Another radar serial, it says 66. Radars are very popular. Here's a cool note, binary, 1101, 65Q. Nice binary. This is actually my personal note. 1110, this would be my son's birth date. So I collect his birth date, not birth day and year. He was born November 10th, so 1110, binary. Here's just 1100, 65. It's a good note. Here's a very repeater-like note that is not a repeater. It's just repeating of the 356. Here's an almost solid 9555555. It's a great note, 65Q. Scoot these out of the way quick. Been warming up here. The weather's been getting a lot nicer. Starting to do more stuff outside. Here's a radar serial, but it graded 55Q. You can see a little bit of a handling mark right through there. A lot of times the grade 55Q doesn't mean that there's a fold. It just means that there's handling. But you could start to see a center fold here, and you can see that handling mark I was talking about on the face. There's actually two. There's one here and one there. So, serial 2020 and 67Q. I believe this set is spoken for as well. I sold this to a customer of mine. Serial 2020. To be honest, I sent this order in maybe 4 weeks ago. The 2nd of February, and it's done already. Unbelievably quick. I have stuff at PMG that's in high value category that has been taking longer than PCGS has been. So kudos to PCGS for quick turnaround time. This is a BEP product. They did issue this as a set. You have to watch out in some of these sets. Every once in a while, you'll get one with a corner fold or a corner bump. So you'll see a random AU58 in the set. It kind of just kills it. I made sure before I sold this set that I sold it for what it was. And I made sure all the, I do this every day. So I made sure all the notes were uncirculated. I offered them all as choice and gem uncirculated. He did get one super gem, I believe. There was 1-7. So he did get 1-7 in his set, which is excellent. This specific customer only collects variations of the serial number 2. He liked that it was 2020, which would be the year of COVID, but here's the actual set. So the set would contain 12 districts, and that's one note from each district with the matching serial number. So here's a little downward ladder, 4321. Lights, camera, action note. It's just a 1974 FRN and 5. Just a note. 1985 Chicago and 66. 1985 Cleveland and 65. Another Cleveland and 5. These are also a customer's notes, but he is selling them to us, so I kind of already have them figured out for pricing. Here's a Radar Serial Ace, 66. Here's a 2001 Dallas Star Note, 67. That's pretty awesome. A little semi-fancy serial number, 1133333. Here is a semi, they call these binaries. I don't call them binaries, but it's 0 and a repeating number, or 2 repeating numbers of the same. To me, binary will always be 0, 1, or 1, 0. Here's a near solid serial, 67Q. It's a great note. Another near solid serial, 67. 3345. It's a little 4-digit serial. Here's a 1999 Atlanta in 6. This was the big head before they colorized, so in 6. And then the last note, 65Q. And that's all we have for today. Appreciate all the newcomers who come over to the channel and leaving comments. I love, in the last 2 weeks, I think the channel's grown like probably 50 new subscribers. It seems like I get a notification every day that someone new's joined. With that being said, I hope all is well with everybody. And let's see, it's April, so the next show that I will be going to will be Central States in, I believe it's Schaumburg, Illinois. I think the ANA is in Rosemont. So I'll be in Schaumburg, Illinois at the end of April or start of March for Central States. But with that being said, probably going to catch another video. Hopefully another video out of me either tomorrow or Friday. We'll see what else comes in the mail. I have a couple bigger notes that should be coming back from grading. There was a few phone calls involved. We had to discuss some things. Nothing bad. Just they wanted to ask me about, my opinion on the note and things like that. So I don't have anything else. Hope y'all have a great day. Stay safe. Share, like, subscribe, and don't be afraid to reach out if you have a legit or pertinent question to paper money or paper money grading. Thanks. Bye.